Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and today I want to give you some tips on how to be more effective in 2018. It represents an exciting time. For many people, it feels like a fresh start, a brand new year full of brand new possibilities. If you're in need of a fresh start this new year, I invite you to make the most of 2018 by following these 7 tips to be more effective in the new year. First, set your goals. Before you can achieve your goals, you first have to set them. These goals should be more than the typical New Year's resolutions that are all but forgotten by the time February rolls around. They should be serious commitments that you follow through on for the duration of 2018. The specific goals you set is entirely up to you. They could be related to your health, your relationships, your career, or anything in between. The important part is that you choose goals that mean something to you and then follow through to make those goals a reality. Second, remember that you are never stuck. Far too many people remain in negative situations because they feel as if they are stuck there with no opportunity for escape. The reality is, though, that you are the captain of your life. Where you are and who you have there with you is entirely up to you. It's your choice. Rather than remaining in a negative situation because you feel stuck, take control of your life in 2018 and start moving towards whatever it is that brings you happiness and fulfillment. Third, discipline yourself. You can never underestimate the potential of an individual who is self-disciplined. Your goals, the challenges you face, and the tasks that you need to do can all be overcome so long as you have enough discipline. In 2018, try adopting an attitude of determination and discipline. Remember, the only thing standing between you and your goals is you. If you can get past that one obstacle, you'll undoubtedly be much more effective in 2018. Fourth, practice self-evaluation. Honest introspection is a quality that very few people have. However, for those who are able to shine the light inward and honestly evaluate all of their strengths and shortcomings, introspection and self-evaluation can prove incredibly valuable. In the old saying by the ancient Greeks, it said, "Man, know thyself." It was considered the highest of wisdom. It's difficult to maximize your strengths and overcome your weaknesses if you aren't sure what those strengths and weaknesses truly are. In 2018, take the time every now and then to take a step back and reflect. Evaluate yourself and your actions and your performance, and then use the information you glean to start bettering yourself in every way you can. Fifth, learn how to say no. Yes is not always the right answer. There is such a thing as stretching ourselves too thin, and people are far too often guilty of agreeing to more than they can actually handle. You'll only be effective if you learn how to dedicate your focus to your most important goals and tasks. Not everything is going to be a valuable or even enjoyable use of your time, and it's often necessary to turn down less important opportunities in order to free up time and room for the opportunities that mean the most to you. Sixth, delegate. Just like not every task requires a yes, not every task requires your personal attention. In fact, it's quite possible that the people around you will have strengths and skills that make them more capable of tackling a specific task. The best leaders know how to spot these strengths in other people and delegate tasks in the most effective way possible. Of course, not everyone is in a position where they are able to delegate tasks. If you are, though, take advantage of the strengths of the people around you and learn how to delegate in 2018. Always ask, does this need to be done? Does this need to be done now? Does this need to be done by me? And if the answer is no, the rule is, if it's not necessary to do it yourself, it is necessary not to do it yourself. Seventh, declutter your life. Clutter can come in multiple forms, and none of them are helpful. You may have physical clutter in your workspace that makes it more difficult for you to efficiently get a job done. Or you may have emotional clutter that holds you back from enjoying your life and achieving your goals. Whatever clutter is in your life, make 2018 the year that you clean house and start with a clean, clutter-free slate. By the way, there's a book I want to recommend for you as a Christmas gift, and it's called The Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Curie, a Japanese writer, one of the most popular books in the world. And it just shows you how to simplify and unclutter your entire environment. It's literally a life-changing book. So before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a thought to share with your friends and followers. The simple act of writing down a goal and making a written plan for its accomplishment moves you into the top 3%. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today is, what tips do you plan on implementing for a better 2018? Leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about having a productive 2018, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching. Right mindset for success. Success is not an action, it's a way of life. If you want to accomplish great things, greatness must be reflected in everything that you do. Thus, regardless of what it is that you want to accomplish, the path to success must begin by adopting the right mindset. Such a mindset involves the following. The first step to building a mindset for success is to define what it means to succeed. Setting goals for yourself makes it easier to come up with a plan of action to achieve your ambitions, and will motivate you to carry out that plan. It also gives you a standard against which to measure your progress and adjust your strategy. You should thus define your life or career goals and then think about what you need to do every day to achieve them. In addition, create short-term goals each day or week, making sure to align them with your broader aims and bigger goals. The second step to building a mindset for success is to stay in touch with your intuition. Many assume that success means making calculated decisions based on empirical data. While you should try to be as empirical as possible, fact-based, such data is not always available. No matter your specific path, you will likely have to make a decision at some point during your career where there is no calculable answer. In this situation, you must be able to listen to your intuition. Though it is not a perfect source of information, your intuition can often sort out problems more quickly than conscious thought can. This will allow you to make decisive choices in difficult situations. Third, never underestimate the value of a positive attitude toward achieving your goals. No matter the path you follow, it can be easy to get discouraged by temporary setbacks or failures to achieve specific goals. Positive thinking means identifying these setbacks as learning opportunities. This makes it easier to overcome small failures and continue striving towards your goals. Positive thinking also tends to make you a more pleasant person to be around, allowing you to attract support from others who can help you along the way. Fourth, you need to transfer your thoughts into action. In addition to positive thoughts, a mindset for success also requires your thinking about how to be productive. Whenever you are thinking about your goals or obstacles to achieving those goals, you must be able to identify clear actions that you can take in response. The more readily you can transfer an idea or desire into a practical action, the easier it will be to make progress towards your most important goals. Fifth, take responsibility for everything you do. A mindset for success means being able to take responsibility for all that you do, whether good or bad. If you make a mistake or harm someone along your path, taking responsibility lets you contain the damage and preserve your reputation. It also encourages you to think about how you could avoid that mistake in the future. Likewise, if you accomplish something, you have to claim responsibility for it. Only then will others realize what you can do and support you on your path to success. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about mindset and success, share it with your friends or anyone else who might benefit from this information. Before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a thought to share with your friends and followers. To perform at your best, you need to know who you are and why you think and feel the way you do. Now, I'd like to hear from you, so my question today is this: are you in the right mindset for success? Or do you have some work to do on yourself? Leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you about mindset and success, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends, and click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching. Today I want to talk to you about why working hard doesn't always lead to success. Does hard work always lead to success? While hard work may be required, simply working hard isn't enough. It can be hard to accept that despite your very best efforts, you don't end up where you wanted to be. You may even have heard people say, just work hard and success will come to you. But it only comes to you if you're working hard doing the right things in the right order on the right goal. Remember, when I was young, I used to work as a farm laborer. I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when it was still dark, and then be in the fields when the sun came up and work all day until it was sunset. And I worked very, very hard on the harvest, but I sure didn't make very much money, and I sure didn't make very much progress, and I sure didn't help my career. So it's not enough to work hard. You have to work hard on the right things in the right way. The truth is that while hard work may be required to reach your goal, simply working hard isn't enough. So, does hard work always lead to success? Simply put, no. That's why I want to share a few tips to make sure that you are committing your energy in the right direction when going after your goals. First, you need to explicitly determine what you are trying to achieve. Start at the end and work backward to where you are now. One of the things I've learned is that achieving a goal is very much like climbing a ladder. There are a series of steps, and you have to write down the steps on paper. This is another thing that I found is think on paper, think on paper, think on paper. The more time that you spend planning in advance, the more you'll accomplish, and even faster. The rule that I've discovered is called the 10-to-1 rule. Is every minute that you spent planning your steps in advance will save you 9 minutes in achieving the goal in the final analysis. So therefore, take the time to think and plan before you act. I read a story about Einstein recently, and he was asked, he said, if you had 1 hour to solve a great problem, the problem that a terrible accident was going to occur and destroy the world, and you had 1 hour to solve the problem, how would you allocate your hour? He said, I would spend the first 55 minutes studying the problem and only the last 5 minutes executing the solution. He would spend most of the time thinking about the problem before he acted. And it's very much the case when you're trying to achieve goals. Number 2, you need to have the best plan in place. There are usually several different ways that you can achieve a goal, and your job is to think, what are the very best, or what is the very best plan? You want to work smarter, not harder, whenever possible. And so what is the most efficient path? Should you seek outside advice so that you're doing the right thing in the right way at the right time? 3, finally, you need to periodically check your progress and look for ways that you can improve your method of working. Have you gone off track? Well, you can always tell because you're working just as hard or harder and you're not making the kind of progress you want. So make sure that you're not just blindly following your goal. You need to be adaptable as you move along. In fact, they did a study recently at the Manager Institute and found that flexibility in the face of your work today is the most important quality you can develop to be a big success is to be flexible, adaptable, open-minded, and willing to try different ways and different approaches. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today is this, is what goal are you trying to achieve today, your most important goal, and do you have a plan for success set up that you're working on every single day? Leave a comment below and I'll be sure to follow up with you. If you enjoyed this video and you feel it was valuable in teaching you about how to achieve success, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching.
Hello, I'm Brian Tracy. Your ability to develop good work habits for what you do determines how much you earn, how effective you are, how much you are respected in your organization, and how much real satisfaction you get out of your job. Unfortunately, most people are poor workers. They're unorganized, they're unfocused, and easily distracted. They work at about 50% of capacity. Sadly enough, they don't even seem to know how to work any differently. And this is a big problem today. Even if they wanted to, it's like speaking in a foreign language. They wouldn't know how to do it without first being taught. Now, to achieve success in every area of your life, you have to develop the habits of highly successful and hardworking people. To begin with, the foundations of good work habits can be summarized in two words: focus and concentration. Now, focus requires clarity concerning the desired results and the relative priority of each step that you need to take to achieve those results. When you think of focus, think of a photographer adjusting his lens to keep the key subject sharp in the center of the picture. To become a truly hardworking individual at work, you must be continually adjusting your lens to be sure that what you're working on is the most important thing you could be doing at the moment to achieve your most important goal. Successful people understand that the worst waste of time is doing something very well that need not be done at all. Now, concentration requires the ability to stay with a task until it's 100% complete. Successful people understand that they must work in a straight line to get from where they are to where they want to go without diversion or distraction. If you want to accomplish your goals, you must be sure that everything you do is taking you in that direction, and then develop good habits to get you there. This decision alone will dramatically increase the quality and quantity of what you get done every day, and soon enough, you will become one of the most successful people in your field. Now, there's several benefits from learning how to concentrate. First, important task completion is a source of energy and enthusiasm and self-esteem. On the other hand, failure to complete important tasks, or to complete them only partially, is not only a major source of stress, but it depletes your energy and your enthusiasm and your self-esteem. When you complete an important task, you experience a surge of energy and well-being. But when you work on an unimportant task, even if you complete it in a timely fashion, you get no feeling of satisfaction or personal reward at all. There's no payoff for completing low-level tasks. Disciplining yourself to concentrate on a job until it is finished gives you a feeling of confidence and competence and mastery. It develops you into a hard-working person, and it gives you an experience of self-control so that you feel that you're in charge of your own destiny. Thank you for viewing this video on developing focus and clarity. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button below and click on the link on the screen to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Time management is a skill, time management, that I've been using for years. It's called the ABCDE method. The more thought you invest in planning and setting priorities before you begin work, the more important things you will do and the faster you will get them done once you get started. The more important and valuable the task is to you, the more you will be motivated to overcome procrastination and launch yourself into the job. William Matthews said that the first law of success is concentration. to bend all the energies to one point and to go directly to that point, looking neither to the right nor to the left. The ABC method is a powerful priority setting technique that you can use every single day. This technique is so simple and effective that it can, all by itself, make you one of the most efficient and effective people in your field. The power of this technique lies in its simplicity. Here's how it works. You start with a list of everything you have to do for the coming day. Think on paper. Now, once you have a list of all the tasks you must complete, start the A, B, C, D, E method. An A item is defined as something that is very important. This is something that you must do. This is a task for which there can be serious consequences if you do it or fail to do it. Like visiting a key customer or finishing a report for your boss that she needs for an upcoming board meeting. These are the frogs of your life. If you have more than one A task, you prioritize these tasks by writing A1, A2, A3, and so on in front of each item. Your A1 task is your biggest, ugliest frog of all. A B item is defined as a task that you should do, but it only has mild consequences. These are the tadpoles of your work life. This means that someone may be unhappy or inconvenienced if you don't do it, but it's nowhere as important as an A task. Returning an unimportant telephone message or reviewing your email would be a B task. The rule is that you should never do a B task when there is an A task left undone. You should never be distracted by a tadpole when there is a big frog sitting there waiting to be eaten. And your big frog is your biggest and most important task. A C task is defined as something that would be nice to do, but for which there are no consequences at all, whether you do it or not. C tasks include phoning a friend, having coffee or lunch with a coworker, or completing some personal business during work hours. This sort of activity has no effect at all on your work life. As a rule, you can never complete a C task when there are B or A tasks left undone. A D activity is something that you can delegate to someone else. The rule is that you should delegate everything that you possibly can to other people to free up more time for you to engage in your A activities. Your A tasks and their completion largely determine the entire course of your career. An E activity is something that you should eliminate altogether. After all, you can only get your work under control if you stop doing things that are no longer necessary for you to do. The key to making this A, B, C, D, E method work is for you to now discipline yourself to start immediately on your A1 task and then start at it until it is complete. Use your willpower to get going and stay going on this one job, the most important single task you could possibly be doing. Eat the whole frog, do the job completely, and don't stop until it is finished. Your ability to think through, analyze your work list, and determine your A1 task is the springboard to higher levels of accomplishment and greater self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride. When you develop the habit of concentrating on your A1 most important activity, you will start getting more done than any 2 or 3 people around you. If a new task or project comes up, write it down on your list and set a priority for it before you start work on it. If you don't write down new ideas and activities and instead react and respond to the nonstop demands on your time, you will quickly lose control of your day and end up spending most of your time on activities of low or no value. Review your work list right now and put an A, B, C, D, or E next to each task or activity. Select your A1 job or project and begin on it immediately. Discipline yourself to do nothing else until this one job is complete. Practice this ABCDE method every day and on every work or project list before you begin work for the next month. By that time, you will have developed the habit of setting and working on your highest priority tasks, and your future will be guaranteed. Before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a thought to share with your friends and coworkers. Time management is a skill like typing or riding a bicycle that can be developed with practice and repetition. Now, I'd love to hear from you, so my question today is, how did using this ABC method impact your time management? Leave a comment below and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you a new time management technique, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this video with your friends, and click the buttons on the screen for a free gift. Thanks again for watching.